Well, hold on. While you're figuring that out,
a band like that or Girl Talk.
Kill myself.
You asked the question, motherfucker. I'm telling you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you didn't answer it. I asked it.
I'm trying to
times.
answer it right now. I'm trying to answer it. I'm saying at a certain level, if you're just a fucking nobody band, there's no way they make you pay. It wouldn't work. You fucking like bands don't have nothing.
Right.
But if
this
it's
is
Girl
conjecture.
Talk,
I know the actual answer.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
They're the liberal rednecks. They like cornbread and butt sex. They care way too much but don't give a fuck. They're the liberal rednecks that makes some people upset, but they got 3 big old dicks that you can suck.
I'm just curious, is that just a chicken thigh that you just did on your own? You was just like, today it's chicken thighs?
Last night it was chicken thighs.
Right. Yeah.
What? I mean, you pick stuff and you cook it.
No,
That's
you
how
do.
It
You
works,
do.
ain't it?
No, you do. It just, in my brain, it was just you were making a snack right before the podcast and you were off by like 10 minutes and you're like, oh shit. So you're just still sitting there eating your chicken thigh. Like a chicken thigh would be a funny pre-snack thing to me, which is why I thought that's what you'd done.
Everything about that is accurate, except it's not a snack. It's lunch.
Right. Lunch.
Which lunch is usually leftover. This is also, that's leftover tater tot hot dish.
Yeah.
From Minnesota. You ever fuck with that?
Oh, yeah. Do I ever? Because they do it in Iowa too. You know, a lot of the cultural advances they've made up in Minnesota made their way down to Iowa, especially when it comes to the mayonnaise-based salads.
Yeah, I believe that. But yeah, I've always liked casseroles, you know.
Oh, boy. Mush.
I know. But tater tot, it's just, you know, just a casserole they put tater tots on top of. It don't, I think most
You prefer
Minnesotans
crackers? I do too.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to say that. Well, because I think most Minnesotans would agree with this. You know, obviously they don't heat up well unless you're going to like put it in an oven safe thing and put it in an air fryer or something
because of the starches
to crisp the tots back up. And ain't nobody got time for that. I mean, people.
Well,
do,
I do. I reheat my McDonald's fries. I put beef tallow in my cast iron skillet.
Fries. I won't even fucking touch leftover fries unless they've been in the air fryer.
Yeah, you let me do it, boy. They'll be better.
That's the only way,
motherfuckers.
That's the only way to bring them back to life. Hello, Drew.
What are you guys talking about being fat?
You saying that whilst eating the chicken thigh was tremendous. I forgot you were there. I know people hate people eating on the show. I know that, but I'm sorry. I clicked record too soon and it hit for me.
That is sort of what I was going for, what you just did, but not. I have that exact line in my head, and you really nailed it. You really nailed it, and it hit for me.
It's so good too because last week, Corey, he spent way more minutes than I intended. It was like a throwaway thing for me, arguing with me when I was like, he was like, Corey's not here. Here's a 17-minute explanation as to why and a whole treatise on what he's doing and why. And I was like, y'all don't even acknowledge me and my existence when I'm not on this. He was like, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We do it all the time. We do a bit. I'm like, you've done one bit. I missed like 9 episodes in the last year.
Maybe that's why it's so rare for me to miss, but you miss all the time. We can't keep coming up with convincing backstory.
Yeah, everyone listening right now is shaking their head in agreement with that. I used to have a joke about sex without condoms versus with condoms, that it's like you spent your whole life only eating leftover French fries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you have a real one and you're like, Jesus Christ. And then Tom Segura did the same joke, but with melted cheese.
Yep.
And I was like, I actually like mine better, but his is definitely like more palatable to the world. Like, I feel like mine's like, what? Oh, French fries. Where's the cheese? Everyone's like, yeah. It also looks sexual.
Always go with cheese.
Anyway, I'm with you.
It does. I did want to mention that I did not listen to last week's podcast, but my buddy Professor Kelvin down at the University of Arkansas, who is an avid Skuniverse member, mentioned to me the next day. He goes, "Man," he goes, "they went in on your ass on the podcast this week." And I was like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." And I felt so weird because like I was a part of it or whatever. And he's like, "They mentioned that you probably wouldn't listen to it." And I was like, "I didn't." He's like, "Yeah, I didn't figure you would." But yeah, kudos to y'all. Y'all it hit for him real hard. He told me, he said they was getting your ass good.
We was.
There's we could talk about war or whatever if you want to, but I had a thing happen to me this morning that like it's
Okay.
it's kind of blown my mind sort of deal. And it's so we all know what the Mandela effect is, right? So
one day there's going to be people who swear it was called a different type of effect,
Right.
by the way, and we're going to have
I thought it was the Bernstein Bears. I don't think effect for like a while.
I could see why, because to me that was the first iteration of it I was ever aware of. But it was already called. Well, anyway, whatever. The Mandela one itself, and I know it's true for you, Drew, because you literally met the man. But that one never applied to me. I never had that one. The only ones the only two that I ever really had was I had the Bernstein Bears hardcore. Like when I first heard that, I was like, no, that's not true. You know, and you see all this like evidence to the contrary, and you just refuse to believe it, which is the whole point of the phenomenon. And then also the cornucopia and the Fruit of the Loom stuff was the other one that got me.
That one's wild.
This morning, and I didn't see this presented as a Mandela effect, and also this is kind of what they're going for. Anyway, South Park, right? It's been on since we were middle schoolers. The black kid in South Park, his name
Token
is what?
Token. Token.
Okay.
Token.
I knew that it was Token, and that was the joke. But I'm so certain right now that for 25 years I have known, and I'm doing air quotes, known in my head that like, yeah, the joke is that he's the token black guy, and his name is Token, but it's spelled Tolkie. His name is Tolkien, right? But they pronounce it Token. And that's part of the joke. That's part of why it's funny. And that's a thing that in my head I've known forever, since like I was watching South Park in high school. I read this morning that is the case, but they didn't change the spelling of his name to Tolkien until 2022. And when they did, and this is classic Trae and Matt shit, when they did,
they did a whole episode.
They did do a whole episode about it, but they also went back through every available iteration of South Park media that exists anywhere and changed it to Tolkien, right?
That's Black Mirror
gaslight
shit.
People into, but their gaslighting was like them being like, no, it's always been Tolkien, and people being like, no, it hasn't, and they're like, go check, it's always been Tolkien, right? That was like part of the joke to them,
right?
But I read that and I was like,
what an expensive
I know.
bit.
And again, it's just classic them. And that all hits for me. But when I first read that it was Token at first and they changed it to Tolkien, in my head, I was like, right. I was like, but they changed that super early on, because I know that I've known his name was Tolkien since, like I said, 2004 or something. So that happened a long time ago. And then I Googled it and it didn't happen until 2022. And dude, I haven't watched South Park since 2022 or whatever.
I was about to say, I'm a little biased on this one because I remember that episode. Like I'm not like I have to sit down all the time, but I peek in and have through the years. So it's probably thrown me, but I do believe that I was in your camp.
Okay. When I asked you, you spelled it the old way though.
Oh, then maybe I would. Yeah, you're right. I've just gaslit myself.
Here's what I think. I think that this story that you're telling is them gaslighting us about gaslighting.
Okay, go on. I don't follow.
It did not. There's no way it happened in 2022. So they did all that, and then they're like, and then in 2022, and it's like that's not true either. They've changed that somehow.
That it was always that, and then but people always thought it was Token, and they said that they went back and changed it all, but it had already been that.
But they didn't.
They didn't
change nothing.
They did change it, and they got caught.
This is Bandersnatch.
They changed it, and they went back and changed it in the media. Everything you said they did. But they did that in like 2015. And then when they got caught or someone called them on it, they were like, yeah, we did do that in 2022.
I mean, I don't know.
They just stay fucking.
I love it.
You never know those motherfuckers. Yeah. But
they have contributed to so much, such a percentage of the joy in my life, those two fellas. And this is one of them. That's
and
delightful.
I don't think I know it's not literally just me because I of course saw this all on Reddit, and in the comment sections there were some other people that were being like, "What are you talking about? His name's always been Tolkien, but just pronounced Token." And there were other people saying that, and then people being like, "No, dude, no," with links. Look, they did it in 2022 or whatever, and it just made me feel insane. That's the first time I've had a like Mandela effect thing sort of like unfold for me, like person. The first time I've ever had it happen, not in the context of being told this is a Mandela effect thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
that is such, high art.
It's but anyway, fucking wild. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
Did you see that episode of?
No.
Did you see that episode of Black Mirror? No. I'm asking a separate thing. There's this episode of Black Mirror where this lady feels like she's getting gaslit because they keep calling her a different thing or whatever. Yeah. And but what they did was they actually changed which name it was in random broadcast. So like me and my sister didn't see, we saw the reverse one. So when we would go to talk about it, I would be like, no, her actual name was Katrina. She's like, no, that's what they wanted you. So they sort of did it as like a, experiment.
I remember that episode.
Did I make that up?
Look it up to make sure you didn't make it up.
Oh no, it was then sent to me as that they had done, like Netflix put out like a press release about it. Like, no, it was a thing.
This
that
funny
like
if
every
just one of you was wrong, and then y'all were like, I guess they did that on purpose.
Bro, it is possible I dreamed that whole I know that this one's true, but like oddly specific kind of plausible things happen to me in dreams all the time. And it just locks into my brain like, yeah, that was wild, wasn't it? You know what I mean? And then I'll think about it and I'm like, that was a woolly mammoth there though. So that probably didn't happen.
There's something, I think Trae, you probably know this, whether or not. It used to be a theory that dreams were associated with DMT being pushed into your frontal lobe or whatever that your body naturally produces. I think they have confirmed that regardless.
Has to be, right?
Or regardless,
Bro.
one thing about DMT and mushrooms is that I think that fucks with people, especially people who are susceptible to it, whether they have mental illness or they're dumb or they just were raised to believe in stuff.
Describing me down
yeah, or they're raised to believe in stuff. It's like it feels so real. And I don't mean like you see a man like a little Smurf talking and you're like, that Smurf's real. It's more like, but the thing the Smurf said, man, was the truest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like you know what I mean? Like I had this thing that I know the Smurf guy wasn't real, but my subconscious has told me a very deep truth about myself. Like, that's why I think dreams like be doing that.
You're
you wake up and you're like,
bro,
damn, man. I think that really
Abso-fucking-lutely. 5 points to Drew. This is the new format on the show, and I'm Max. 5 points to Drew. Fantastic. Agree 100%. Trae.
I think that a lot of times, without a doubt, dreams do reflect stuff that's going on in your head. I do think that sometimes it's just wild shit. But like last night, I had a dream that I'd been casting a bit part of some big Hollywood movie that had that both the two Hemsworth brothers in it, Chris and Liam.
Well, there's three.
That's the main ones, Chris and. There's actually, I think there's four, which is fun. But
man,
I know. But anyway,
you talk about.
But the two main ones, Chris and Liam, and the whole dream was about me, like awkwardly trying to make small talk with these two Adonises who are like 1 and 2 on the call sheet or whatever, and just feeling like very out of place and like I'm going to be fired at any moment, or like just imposter syndrome, the dream or whatever, like type of thing. And you ain't got to be Sigmund Freud to figure out, what that one's about. But I had another one, and I guess this could mean something too. Well,
it's funny too, because it's your dream coming true in your dream and your nightmare coming true in your dream. That's how hooked up that was for you.
I have
like,
one that's the exact same.
I really, really, really want to get cast. And also I am so worried constantly about having to talk to people who are important and or make awkward small talk.
Yes, all of that. But I had another dream the other day, and I don't remember the specifics because it was too wild. But it was I was going to bring this up anyway because you were talking about DMT, and it was like Lovecraftian shit, not like tentacle monsters, but like reality was rending into pieces. Like it was about the apocalypse, but in a way where it was like the fabric of reality was tearing itself apart type shit.
Yeah.
Like it was fucking really wild.
That's
And,
my shit, dude. Tell me more.
I can't.
Did you learn anything?
There was like things where, geometric shapes and fractals and all that type of wild. It was it felt like I was on it was a dream that felt like I was on fucking in a K-hole or something, basically.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and it faded like super fast. And all I can remember is that description of it. I can't remember any of the specifics, which ironically enough is exactly how my actual K-hole experience went as well. So
you want to hear mine?
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream the other day.
I thought you were going to do your K-hole. I don't want to hear your dream.
No. I just want you to define mine the way that you define Trae's, Drew. Okay. I had a dream the other day that I was on a stage in front of an audience of every human being I have ever known in my entire life. And one by one, but also somehow at the same time, because I was in a spatial realm, they walked past me and told me how fat they thought I was.
Yeah. And were you doing comedy or were you just having to be on?
I was just standing there. And everybody was walking past me going, "You're fat. Yeah. You're fat."
Yeah. I think, you know what I think is that you're fat. and you're worried about it. I think you're worried. I think it bothers you.
I was worried it was going to be that simple. Yeah. Because I figured it was.
Well, it's pretty on the nose with the stage too, though, right?
Yeah, right. I also got everything I wanted. Sold out show, and they only want me for my fat.
That's what I was you said it yourself. I don't even know why you asked me.
Okay. Oh, wow. Would you help me get there, though?
Sick. I don't know if I can recall a single dream I've had, and I have a 2-year-old, and I don't know. I'm trying.
Do you remember them like right when you wake up and they fade super quick and then they're just gone forever, or like you don't remember even having?
Oh, I thought you only had nightmares.
Well, I have that. I had that experience all the time where I'm like, I know I had a dream last night and it was like wow, but it's completely gone. But I do know that it happened.
Yeah, I think that's the case sometimes, and sometimes I can remember my dreams and I just can't right now. I just can't remember the last one. Like I got good sleep last night, and that's pretty good. I feel like I had a wild one recently, though. I don't know. I mean, I think someone making fun of you for having very on-the-nose dreams is cool, but generally speaking, and this is just like a rule of mine in my house with my wife, dreams are boring, and I don't care about them.
Yeah, I was going to say, they say people say that,
unless you're a good storyteller.
Yeah, I don't know. People say like dreams are. I've heard it when people are like, your fantasy football teams is like your dreams. Like nobody gives a shit about them but you. Like people don't want to hear about them.
But my wife telling me one of her dreams would suck. But like if I was to tell her one of my dreams, I would tell it like I was going to tell it on stage. So it would be entertaining.
By the way, Drew, Corey, he's correct. Black Mirror did do that. They sent out subtly different versions of an episode. I do remember that episode. I never knew that had happened. I don't know which version of the episode I saw, because I didn't even know that was a thing. But did y'all know the movie Clue did that in the 80s?
No.
Have y'all seen?
It were different
Clue, right?
Bro, a bunch.
Rules, right?
It's awesome. It's I'm assuming for a reason.
I'm assuming when you have seen it in the modern era on streaming or DVD or whatever, they roll through a bunch of different endings at the end.
Yeah.
That every one of those people went to a theater and only saw one of those endings.
Wow.
And they were all different, around the country.
So you couldn't spoil it. Like if you spoiled it,
I guess I can't remember. I guess that's probably part of the reason why they did it. Yeah, but all those meetings at the end, which it all just plays. It's like, oh, they're just doing all. It all hits just fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right,
outtakes rule.
But they didn't do that. They're, you know what I'm saying. Each one of those was
artistic or marketing that pushed that. Like, do you think the director was like, "This is bullshit. This is supposed to end a specific way," or do you think the director was like, "This is why I'm the man or woman because I'm doing this"?
I think it's a very Venn diagram of very good artistic marketing, frankly. If it can be both, because it's a marketing decision, but they pulled it off with artistic valor.
It also is. It's because of it's definitely, I think it's what Corey did. It is definitely both. It probably originated from marketing or, and then they pulled it off because it's due to the nature of the game itself. The game Clue.
Fair.
Right.
It's like, it's supposed to represent
Right.
Yeah.
So it can't be one.
how each game of Clue is unpredictable and it can be different or whatever. And it's like a nod to that.
Clue does hit.
Yeah, Clue's fun. Yeah, Clue does hit. But I have a bit where I reference Clue right now. Only fresh references in my stand-up act. But
speaking of guerrilla marketing, our boy Sturgill Simpson has really
Oh my God, bro.
hit for me, both in terms of how good the album is and how interesting it is, in my opinion. But then also, I think undeniably across the board, his whole marketing campaign was memes.
Yeah.
Just memes about how he's about to drop an album. And then
there was just natural buzz,
and he said it's a physical only, no streaming. And then 2 weeks before it comes out, he puts it up on his YouTube after telling everyone you can't stream it anywhere. Now, one person's theory on that was it started to leak.
Right.
And so he did it to keep it like, it's like, all right, well, if it's going to stream, then I'm going to put it on my YouTube.
Right.
But
I think
either
he's
way,
more boycotting Spotify than he is YouTube, though, really, when it comes to the streaming stuff, right? Like, that's where more of his problem lies. Pardon?
Say it for me one more time. What?
A lot of the artists who are like, they are boycotting streaming and stuff, I feel like they have more of a problem with the Spotifys than they do the YouTubes. You know what I mean?
You make way more money. I mean, dude, I make hardly any money online, and you make way more money on YouTube than you do Spotify.
Of course. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, because that's what it's about. It's like you're selling your soul to Spotify for exposure, like fucking Taylor Swift and Sturgill Simpson need goddamn exposure.
Right.
Like Spotify's business model is insane. If from a purely business perspective, you're like, so you pay the people who are in fact the product,
of course,
almost nothing, and then you just collect fees by people knowing you.
It's insane.
It's almost as insane as how like we work for Facebook and Instagram. Like without us, they don't have a product.
YouTube is a TV network that doesn't have to take pitch meetings or develop anything. They don't have to do anything.
YouTube pays way better than Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure,
like,
dude.
They record success.
Like when I get my ASCAP check every month or whatever it's called, like, the percentage of what I made on Spotify is obviously all the way down at the bottom. And it's usually like 2 pennies. You know what I mean? Whereas all like the YouTube streaming and the Sirius is a lot higher,
Yeah.
Y'all, so if like you have a karaoke bar, I don't know if maybe not karaoke,
but how you line delivered that. You have a karaoke bar?
Well, because I can't remember, maybe it's not karaoke bar, but a bar where you hire bands but cover bands that play covers.
Yeah.
And maybe everyone in the world knows this already, but me. But there's those
Here Come
bands,
the Mummies was the best.
Those owners of those bars are supposed to like pay like a subscription licensing subscription fee or whatever to hire cover bands to be able to, because I was talking the other day about how like
you have to do it in restaurants. Well, just when you're playing the music over the thing.
Right. That's
why sometimes they repeat songs, because they pay there are some services set up where like Sony will be like, you can play a flat rate and have this music.
Exactly.
Do y'all have any idea like how much it is? Because
I used to, because of law school. I learned about. That's why I don't know if people know or not, man. I learned about it in law school.
Because to me, if you own just like a dingy little dive bar and you got you're hiring guys to come in there to hit on a guitar and play songs to drunk people or whatever. I'm not saying you shouldn't have to pay for it. I'm just saying it feels like it has to be
lower.
Yeah, it would have to be.
It's got to be
scale based. They just wouldn't do it, or maybe they don't just do it and they just wait to see if they get pegged for it.
That's it. I mean, the only grand scheme, like who has it on lock when it comes to pay-per-views and stuff like that is like WWE has a whole team that during WrestleMania, they have agents across the fucking country that raid bars that are showing WrestleMania instead of all those people going home and having fucking subscriptions. ASCAP, my point is, doesn't have
easier.
Do what?
That has to be easier too, because it's like, hey, there's a pay-per-view being ordered at this address.
Right.
that might be an apartment above the bar, but we need to go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Cover bands, how the would you do it?
If a cover band wants to make $50 playing my hit songs, I think that's fucking sweet. Now, if a corporation wants to use my soundtrack while people are shopping and I'm making them money, sure, pony up. You know what I mean? But the little guy, let them do whatever the fuck they want.
Right. It's not really up to the artist because you signed that agreement with ASCAP.
It's not up to the artist, yeah.
We got your back. You'll get 70% of the money, but we're going to go get it, and that's our 30. But to be fair, they do mostly do malls and stuff because they can get more money out of them.
What if you hit as an artist, you have a following and stuff, and just during your show, you just want to play a Tom Petty song or whatever?
I think that's sort of like a buddy system. You know what I mean?
Like after Tom Petty died, Isbell was doing a little week-long residency at the Ryman, and he played a different Tom Petty song every night.
I think there's exceptions for covers, not cover bands, because that's different. I think there's like a.
It's like we all can do a cover here and there type of thing, like an unwritten rule.
If you hit and you cover someone's song, they will end up making money because people will go buy their shit because they heard you do it. It's a buddy system.
Well, I know if you put out a cover, I know that they have to.
If you put it out,
whatever,
right?
But
at a show,
if you just play it at a show. Like
I kind of think it's just like having a guest on a podcast. We all do it for free because it's just exposure. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have a mechanical license.
You have to have a what?
You have to have it's called a mechanical license. There's different types of licenses to put it out. But I don't know about you're saying if a cover band's playing in a bar. I know that if the bar is playing music from a speaker, ASCAP will come fuck them if they're not paying a licensing fee.
Yeah, we did it illegally at our place.
Band has to?
Well, what about
Surely hold on, I'm asking you. Are you saying that cover bands have to do that too?
Well, I feel like if they get to a certain level, like fucking what was that band that was always coming through Tennessee? They were all over the place. They played all the 80s hits. They had hair, long hair.
Oh yeah. Not Steel Panther.
I was thinking Steel Panther too, but it isn't them.
It's not, but I know who you're talking about.
I saw them like 4 different times in Knoxville while I lived there. I cannot believe I can't remember the name of that band. Drew, you don't know what I'm talking about?
Say it for me again. I was answering my question.
That 80s cover band that used to come through Knoxville once every
Panther?
No. They just do big 80s hits and they are really good.
You know,
music.
I've got a buddy.
Recreate them perfectly.
It's Sex Panther, dude.
It's not.
Sex Panther does original stuff.
Oh. Well, hold on. While you're figuring that out,
a band like that or Girl Talk.
Kill myself.
You asked the question, motherfucker. I'm telling you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you didn't answer it. I asked it.
I'm trying to answer it right
now.
I'm trying to answer it. I'm saying at a certain level, if you're just a fucking nobody band, there's no way they make you pay. It wouldn't work. You fucking like bands don't have nothing.
Right.
But if
it's
it's Girl Talk,
I know the actual answer.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. God,
motherfucker asked me a question. I'm trying to explain my answer to the question.
You get pissed off because you find the fucking started talking about what you think. You didn't know.
I'm not talking about what I think. Anyway. Go ahead.
Hey man, what's the law on this, buddy? You remember that band with the big hair and they had their dicks out?
They're an example of what I'm talking about.
What do you think the statute says, dude? They had like makeup on. They look like chicks. You know what I'm saying?
They did. The Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club.
They were fucking awesome. Do you know about Here? Do you know about Here Come the Mummies?
I will choke you through the screen. Okay. Tribute bands do not have to pay anything.
Really?
But because venues have to pay a smaller fee, which is what you were talking about with ASCAP, and it covers it. So every bar that pays a fee to just play music over the radio,
it's covered.
That also covers their cover bands.
As long as they play at one of those. So what if they put on a show in the park? Then they got to pay their own separate thing, right?
That is probably the promoter, from what I'm reading here, that would generally cover that. I'm guessing there's situations where no one thought of it and they technically broke the rule. But I mean, dude, I think the ASCAP fee for a bar for just cover bands and then hit and play on a few CDs, if you stay within like their window, it's like $400 a year or something.
Well, that's right. That's what I was wondering.
Well, that's why also in like Food Line and stuff, you hear music, which is like music that's kind of close. Because like I make a lot of videos that I have like music in them, but I can't afford a Foo Fighters song, so I pay $100 a year to a royalty free thing that has just like, you know, whatever the genre that you're making, action, whatever, they've got like some sort of sound bed. And those are relatively, you know, low or whatever. And, you know, here's the deal, guys. This ASCAP, a lot of things can be complicated, but one thing that does not have to be is making your website. Squarespace. All right. This podcast is sponsored and brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. Dude, when we all started back in the day, it was when you got a website, it was like, oh my God, you got a website. And now it's like, if you don't have a website, oh my God, you're in the dark. Like you just have to, makes you look more professional. You can have all your features here. It's a one-stop shop. Your personal story, your personal experience, whether it be you're a blogger or you've got a real business or something like that. It's so easy to use. They give you everything you need and offer services to get you paid. You can actually sell stuff on your Squarespace. You get paid on time with professional on-brand invoices and online payments. Streamline your workflow, all that good stuff. Head to squarespace.com/WellRED for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code WellRED and save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's checkout squarespace.com/WellRED for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code WellRED, WellRED, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And we thank Squarespace for sponsoring this podcast. Skew diddly fart. What were we talking about?
Well, here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know. Are there people in the world for whom Michael Rappaport hits?
Man, it seems like not anymore, because all the ones that he used to hit for, they can't hit for him now. And I doubt anyone has. Right. And I feel like as much as we think right wingers are stupid, and they often are, they can see through some type of bullshit when it comes to Yankees. And I think they're like, yeah, too little, too late, pal. You were a scumbag to us. We can see that you're a fucking grifter. That's how I feel.
I think it's also, I would add to it that there's a little bit of like, man, I mean, I'm glad anybody's on the team with money, but like, make him stop talking.
Yeah.
He's making us look bad. Now he's a very talented actor, I think.
Except for Justified, didn't hit for me.
No, that didn't hit for me either. Actually, I don't know if
I used to really like him in the 90s, like his stuff in the Nike and True Romance and stuff like that. He fit somehow. His thing worked.
Him
for
and
me
Pauly Shore are like that. And
I believe you, but in what?
He was in that. He was in the that Romeo and Juliet deal. He was one of the guys.
Yeah, he was a good actor.
He was good in that.
The Buzz
Lerman. Yeah, he's in that. Pretty sure he's in that.
I like that. No, I think it's a guy who looks like him. Who I've looked up several times.
You know what, Drew? You might be right. I now remember.
I've looked that guy up several times because I want to know where he's at.
You're right. I'm thinking of that guy. I don't remember that guy's name, but you're definitely
same big
right.
mouth.
Yeah, they do kind of look like, but you're right. That wasn't Michael Rappaport. But anyway, I just, I'll be watching The Traders and the new season just ended and he was on it, and I'm not going to, no spoilers or nothing, but like, dude, it's like.
Him and Funches got into it, right?
Man, dude, Ron Funches, he got fucking railroaded on that show. But Rappaport though, like, it's genuinely hard for me to conceive of, like, I don't know, the lack of self-awareness or what's going on in a person's head. Like, that guy, Drew. Yes, you're right.
Dash Mihawk.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Never to
Jamie Kennedy was in that.
Yeah,
He gets
that guy right there sort of looked like a bigger Jamie Kennedy, didn't he? Like Jamie Kennedy got sort of like enlarged and big.
They played brothers.
Right. See, yeah, makes sense. But you're right. I was thinking of that guy. But
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
What's the dude from Oz who plays
Harold Perrineau? He's awesome.
Harold Perrineau. crushes in that fucking flick. And of course, Leguizamo does too.
He's in a show called From that me and Katie watch. Terrible name. How does anybody fucking Google that? But it's called From, and it's by some of the people that made Lost. And it's a mystery box show, and it's one of those deals where it's like it's still running, so it's like it's hitting for me right now. But I'm like, this shit better make sense in the end, or I'm going to retroactively hate this fucking show. But for now,
Lost, you said it
exactly. That's what you can tell they're from Lost, and I don't know why I believe that they're going to stick the landing with this, considering that. But whatever. Anyway, he's the protagonist of it, and dude, he's great. Like he always crushes everything. But yeah, he's Mercutio in that, and he destroys. He's maybe the best part of that movie.
He is, and Leguizamo's second for me.
But anyway, Rappaport, dude, he's just like he's so abrasive, dog. Like in a way that's wild, and he's in a house with housewives, dude. Bravo people. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like. That's what they do is yell at each other and start shit and stir the pot and stuff. And it's like, but they do it and it hits for people. It don't really hit for me, but it hits for people. But what he's doing is like, I don't see how it hits for anybody. It's like, it puts everybody off, I feel like. And I'm like, I don't know how you act like that. How's anybody act like that? Like, I don't know. It's wild to me, dude.
Are you going to show it to us, Corey?
Yeah, I'm stopping. Corey's setting something up over here.
I mean, I think he's setting up.
Oh, can y'all not see that?
We can see it. Yeah, I'm assuming
but it's not moving.
I was on the. Oh, God damn it! I was on the wrong fucking thing. I was over there. I was laughing at it.
We just see that you pulled it up on Google, but we didn't see it.
So you're gonna now. I feel like you've teased everybody with it. Clearly, you pulled up a video of him getting hit with a snowball, but we don't get to see it. Only you get to see it.
I can edit it. Don't. Don't. I promise I will. I got time. Can you see this?
Funnier.
I agree. I kind of think that is funnier. Just leave all this.
Can you see this?
Yes, do it.
Now I can't remember. Oh, here we go. Sound on.
Fucking weak. You don't care what you have to say. Just stop talking.
You got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Stop.
You know, this whole crap with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it. Fucker. You've been talking all fucking week. I don't care what you have to say. Just stop talking.
You got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Stop.
Damn it.
It's so fucking great, man. It's so fucking great.
I forgot about that to a certain extent. That looked kind of fake.
I mean, yeah, you know what? I mean, it is ironic that he says, I hate all this cancel culture. But he seems to me he's got too much of an ego to look like a bitch.
Agree. I don't think
that
he's
ego,
got it in
how did
him.
he reply like, "Oh, you hit my head. I can't believe he didn't get volatile." Maybe it was a big guy.
Well, I think it's because it's all show, it's all bluster or whatever.
Yeah, but
if so, it's the first thing Michael Rappaport did that hit for me in a long time because it's funny as shit.
But yeah, like you said, Corey, I always thought I haven't followed his whole trajectory, but I know
he seems to be pretty alpha-y.
Years ago. He would be in the comments of my videos and yours and shit and stuff like that.
Oh, he shared my stuff all the time. I had to mute him because he was
always doing
me.
lefty stuff, right? But then was it Israel that flipped him? Is that what happened?
Yes, he's a huge Zionist.
So he's been on the wall, wailing.
Right. Okay. So post October 7th, it's like it's COVID with Joe Rogan and 9/11 with Dennis Miller.
Yeah, but it's funny because somehow here's what's crazy to me. It's the one issue that flips them, but then they adapt all the other issues they didn't believe in. Right. You know what I mean? That's the part where
Dave Chappelle with trans people. I feel
right.
Like it happens a lot.
Right. It's like this is the only one you had a problem with, but when you switch teams, then you gave up what your actual true beliefs on the other things were that's an illogical trade-off. And then you go, really, the trans thing is more important to you as a black man than all the other stuff?
I can't believe I'm going to defend Dave Chappelle, but I feel like he's insane about trans people, but I don't feel like he switched teams.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in Minnesota recently.
He was at Alex.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
He's been popping off about Palestine.
Yeah.
That's fair. He's probably a bad example.
He fucking hates trans people.
Right. Yeah. No, you're right. No, you're right.
And maybe allegedly wants to.
I'm the one who brought him up, not you, Corey. But you're right.
But for the most part, my point still stands. Like a lot of these people, it'll be one issue that flips them, but then they will flip all their other issues that had
It's
nothing to
because-
do with
See,
that.
Rogan's a
at the same
Christian
time.
now.
I know. Well,
Right,
it's because I think
right.
it's because when it first happens, and then they get, one of the sides gets onto them, and they don't like that because they're sensitive, and then the other side embraces them, and so then they just like, go. I mean, hell, Elon fucking did that, dude. Elon used to be when he was like an environmentalist and all. He was always like a ultra crazy capitalist, and then during COVID and the shit with the miners in the South America, and he got like exposed, and people were like, "Oh, this guy kind of sucks," and he flipped the fuck out about it, and then just went full bore the other direction because they still jack him off. So that's all
why
it
you
is.
can only trust progressives, not
Right,
like
because
just like little D Dems or whatever. But also, oh fuck, what was I going to say? Something about.
I just want to say, like, you
Oh,
could just
Jelly
be
Roll.
normal. Like I just want to. I would love it if we were allowed to call our buddy queers out loud again, but it's not going to change how I feel about people getting health care. You know what I'm saying? Like, just it's not worth it in the whatever. So fucking.
Yeah, I get it, queer.
Yeah,
I feel like
queer. God damn it, fuck. Beat me to
It's
me to
10
it.
to nothing so far. We got 20 minutes left, everybody. This son of a bitch, it might go into OT.
Jelly Roll, the episode we were talking about that, and by the way, he said in a week you're going to hear from me, and then he didn't. He backed off apparently.
Well, he does live in a different time and space, so we don't know if it's a Jelly Roll week yet.
Yeah. Maybe he meant during Jelly Roll week, which is going to happen in Gatlinburg in March.
Right, it's after Ramadan for sure.
But one thing that we were talking about on there, and this is relates to this, like to some extent, I hear what you're saying, like you're throwing out all your beliefs, but that like implies like a real strong sort of belief system, like moral center that's based in something other than where you fit in at. Like I said then, Jelly Roll apparently, let's give him the benefit of the doubt, is a Christian now and is a country music artist. Yeah, the right is where that lives. And so if Joe Rogan is a libertarian, which to be fair, he kind of has always been libertarian-y, and is a hunter now, and like saying tranny, it does make some sense that the right is where he lives. I hear you. Yeah. It's like, okay, then, but why'd you join a church? Because he's a weak-spirited person. That's what people can't wrap their brain around. Like, go be a Republican without pretending you give a fuck about Jesus, you liar.
What's funny is that's who did Dave Chappelle say that about? You said weak spirited, but he said
Ben Shapiro,
and he was talking about Louis C.K.'s victims.
Yeah, right. I knew it was something, Raven.
And that's a brittle spirit, man.
Yeah, right, exactly.
When they get their dick out, you don't want to be there and you can't leave.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's a brittle spirit.
Yep.
Oh, that is not a good thing. But
well, especially because it's like, buddy, nobody got broken because they saw his dick. It's because when they told, he ruined their lives. That would break anyone's spirit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've probably seen worse dicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not seeing the dick that breaks a woman. It's, hey, that guy showed me his dick, and now I can't be booked anywhere.
Yeah, but why did he do that to me? Yeah, it is. That's a good metaphor. It's not the dick you see, it's the dick you feel. You know?
I mean,
and that's Dave Becky's dick on behalf of Louis C.K.'s dick.
Yeah. It's the whole human centipede of dicks.
Docking
Dicks. It's a good band name. That'd be a good band, like a punk queer band. The Docking Dicks.
The Docking Dicks. You can start your own platform called Dick Doc.
Dick Doc. Yeah, it's just Dick Doc.
All the videos are 69 seconds. I got ideas, man. Nobody ever backs me up, but I got ideas.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Them's good ones.
I thought of something. Oh, I thought of an idea earlier. I want y'all's input on it. This is an idea I have. I think is $1 billion. And by the way, before I say this, no, I do not mean through the use of artificial intelligence. I mean, I want studios to actually hire people to do this. So Bane and every young child loves Pixar movies. And a lot of that is the aesthetic. They're used to the aesthetic of the Pixar movies. So they just like anything with that aesthetic. right? Then they keep making live action versions of all these things. And it's like, yeah, the kids like it or whatever, but why, instead of making cartoons into live action, why don't we go backwards and make live action movies into Pixar cartoons so that I can enjoy it? Like make Die Hard a Pixar cartoon so my son will aesthetically like it, but then I will enjoy the story. Obviously, you have to edit a little bit of it. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker's not gonna go. You know, I understand that, but you can have the base story like the one they used to show on TV, or like The Fugitive, but it's a little Pixar Harrison Ford running around. Same basic story. Aesthetics are Pixar, but the story is something that I love, something from a Grisham novel, something that doesn't make me want to blow my fucking brains out. Even though, fair play, I like most of the Pixar movies, just not a million times in a row, you know?
Basically, the pitch is, hey, Hollywood, you know how you make a lot of money off dipshittery? Well, there's a corner of the dipshit market that you have not tapped into yet. Listen, Die Hard, but it's a cartoon.
Yep.
Way too expensive.
5 points to Corey. 5 points to Corey.
Too niche. Who does that hit for besides like just you?
Me.
Dipshits.
I know.
No,
but
you know how many of us there are? You just called Jelly.
Have you ever seen a Sandals resort, Trae? They're full of people.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think
so many.
I think that a lot of dipshits think that cartoons are,
I'm saying. It would hit for the kids,
for babies, and they're not going to watch those. Even if they got kids, they're like,
no, it's produced that are having to watch them anyways, motherfucker.
I know, but I think a lot of dipshits just don't.
He's right about that, Trae. What it is those dipshits would be like, I'd rather watch the real one, but I can bring my boy to this.
Yeah, dog.
But that would just be the expense required to read.
It's like when a drunk. It's like when a drunk drinks Diet Mountain Dew with his son because he can't give him beer yet because his mama won't let him.
I don't know that it would play the same as, say, Ratatouille.
Take his points away.
Or I don't have any points. He
-5.
He ain't giving me none. Fucking not even for eating the chicken while looking at you earlier. Fucking.
I don't think he saw it. That was really. Oh, you're talking about when you shit on me.
Wait,
during the commercial break, it also.
Yeah, right. Yes, right. Man, I've had a lot of great chicken moments this week, but
that's your.
All right, you get retroactive 5 points for chicken, but -5 for whatever the fuck this take is.
A lot.
You're insane if you think that's actually a good idea. You're playing along with him, and that's fine. But acting like that actually fucking works or is a good idea is ridiculous. You can take my points away if you want to, but that's absurd.
So badly,
I don't think little kids like what. How
you'd have to PG it up, Trae. You call it Unalive Hard.
It's just the storyline. You can keep the storyline.
It exists. It's fucking niche as fuck. It's not the Pixar version, but there's animated. R-rated shit for adults. I know DJ loves it, and I like it now and then too. But it don't make fucking Die Hard money, and it don't make Toy Story money either. Like it's fucking.
It's not R-rated. You pull the R back, right? It's a soft.
Then it ain't Die Hard no more. What the fuck is it?
I just said it's Unalive Hard or
the PG-13 Die Hard movies. They don't fucking hit. Everybody knows they don't hit.
Oh, the last Die Hard movie that I saw was the one with it Sam Worthington in it? That live for your Die
Courtney, the other forgettable Australian actor. But
that was the most dog shit movie I've ever seen in my goddamn. I couldn't believe it. Like I was like, yeah, they've fallen off, but like I was sitting there like cringing by myself, like, my God, dog.
When you take an R-rated movie that hits and you take the R-rated parts out of it, it don't hit for nobody no more. It's what most everybody's complaints about the movie Venom was like. This was meant to be R-rated, and the fact that that's the shit that don't hit is the parts where it's
well, just get creative with it and have him say cute little things like yippee-ki-yay, Cowboy Woody, you know, and we'll know.
You're gonna have him blowing people away in that movie.
All right, get straight 5 points.
You won't see the blood. Just like in Star Wars never showed blood. Star Wars never showed blood.
But Star Wars never showed blood. And aliens and stuff. You want to put fucking the Raid into the fucking Toy Story universe or whatever, and I just don't know how that's gonna fucking work out. It's one
they're gonna fucking do it, and you're gonna laugh, and I'm gonna laugh. They're gonna do it.
We're all gonna laugh.
It's perfect. It would hit. We're all gonna laugh.
Okay, what about
reasons?
Beowulf? Do you remember that? That's I know. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's a 900-year-old story.
I'm just saying that was like that was fucking Corey saying
But it
take these
wasn't
movies
the
for adults and
aesthetic that
Pixarify
these
them.
children loves. It has
Also,
to
it's
be
not
that
a Christmas
aesthetic.
movie, dude. Beowulf. I can't believe you brought that up. You had gotten me on your side, and then you brought up Beowulf.
It's literally a
Trae-
computer generated
Trae having a bad
animated
day
movie for
today.
adults.
Yeah, but it's not. No, Trey, you're not. Listen,
But this one
you've been right on your points, but that's not his
This would
pitch.
be for kids.
It's for kids, and it's so the adults will go and have a go time.
They already
It's
do
like
that.
Dave
Any
and
kids
Buster's.
movie that
Dave
hits,
and
they
Buster's is
already
for
do
kids.
that.
But it's for families.
Anybody making a kids movie worth their fucking salt already does that. If that's your pitch, put stuff in kids movies for adults too. They figured that out 35 fucking years ago. Okay,
I know that.
it happens.
Those movies
They
do
got
hit for
Breaking
me.
Bad references
But-
in Zootopia. It's like
I
they do
agree.
that.
saying do the reverse.
I agree. But there's no mob dramas. You know what I mean?
Right. So you ever see on
Pixar
Sesame
Sopranos.
Street?
Animaniacs did that. Animaniacs had a whole characters that were
They
in the
did that a
mob.
lot.
The
Sesame
pygmies.
Street even would do Boardwalk Empire parodies and stuff like that. But it's like,
So it
and
can be done.
when you're watching, I remember those. And when you're watching that, you're like, well, that's neat. But it don't hit for me like Boardwalk
You're not a
Empire does.
dipshit. It ain't
Oh
for
my God.
you.
It wouldn't hit for me like Boardwalk Empire, you idiot. It would just hit harder for me than Tangled.
Than regular
That's all it
Sesame
is.
Street?
No,
Right.
than Tangled
Barely,
or something like
marginally.
that. No, not marginally. Dude, when
Tangled
done
is
well,
a good
it's-
movie, dog.
I agree Tangled's a good movie. I agree it's a good movie, but I've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot.
Trey,
This week. Tangled is
I still
dude,
kind
those
of think
movies are
you're
great.
right, but I still don't think you get it though. Like it's weird. Like you
Shawshank
don't get it, but
Redemption.
you're still right.
What part
Yeah,
about it
of
don't
course
I
he's
get?
right.
The whole thing, man.
How not? What
Yeah.
if that hit? They'd be doing it.
See, I respect
Oh,
Drew
okay,
so
so
much.
we
here
might as well
because-
not even try to make new hits,
Drew,
guys. If
no,
anything
what-
hit, they'd already be
what-
doing it.
You explain to me what it is. The part what I don't grasp about it.
I don't know what you don't grasp. It's just clear to me that you don't grasp.
But
this
you
is
can't.
see,
How?
Drew, you just explained a lot about myself to me because you don't agree with me, but it doesn't hurt my feelings because at least you understand me.
That's
I've
every
always just wanted to
comedian.
be
That's
understood.
almost every comedian. We
Yeah,
don't
I
actually
don't
care
care
if the
that-
audience agrees with
you-
us,
but
but if
you
they laugh,
understand me
when they
right now,
understand
and
where the
that-
fuck we're coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand me, so I don't care if you disagree. I'm so happy that you
So,
understand me.
Here's how much
It's-
I understand you right now. That's not even true. All that's happening is you're now using me to get at him because he has hurt you.
Die Hard.
4 points for Drew, everybody. He's got a 15-5 lead, and we've got
Insurmountable.
5 minutes left coming down the stretch.
Insurmountable.
So it's Die Hard, but it's Pixar Die Hard, and it's not R-rated anymore.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing,
Mm-mm.
right? That's all of it. Literally the same
R for
movie.
ridiculous.
Pixar.
Same movie.
Yeah,
It's
Right.
Pixar.
Pixarted. It's Pixarted.
it is.
Yeah,
This
it's
is very
Pixarted.
Pixarted.
Let's get Pixarted. Hey, let's get Pixarted in here.
Oh, I'd like to see that woman with a big butt dance while you do that.
I don't care what woman you're talking about. Me too, brother.
That's
You know
the thing in
what I'm saying?
Pixar, right? There's like they make
Oh
other
yeah,
ladies
Mrs.
real.
Incredible. Oh,
There you
dude,
go.
Miss
There
Incredible.
you go.
How
Boy,
about
she
this?
got a butt.
The comedy version of this is let's take all the dirty or offensive jokes out of Sausage Party, and then it'll hit.
No.
No, but
You
that,
don't
no,
get it.
no.
That's a
You don't-
Pixar
that-
style animated
you don't get
movie
it.
about
You don't get
talking
You don't-
food.
You don't get it,
It's
Trae.
very kid.
You don't
That's
get it.
literally if you have the sound off,
That-
that looks like it's for kids. It's hot dogs
That was
talking to
meant
bologna
for
sandwiches
that was
and
meant
shit.
for adults.
No
That was
fucking
meant for
shit.
adults.
So was Die Hard. I'm
All right,
saying.
Trey, here, I'm going to
Yeah.
explain it to you. I'm going to explain
No,
it to you.
you
Okay?
don't get it.
I'm going to explain it to you.
Okay,
And then
I
I'm
mean,
going to tell you.
I know what you're
tell
both
you
doing,
don't
and
get.
it's fine. You can both suck my dick. It's fine.
I
but
thought
go
you
ahead.
asked me to explain it to you.
No, I mean, I know that I'm
You're
aware of
right.
what's happening. I know what's happening, just so everyone knows that I know what's happening.
He knows,
You
guys.
go
What do
ahead.
you know? What do you know?
I
He
know
thinks
you're-
I'm
I know
fucking
what
with
you're
it now,
doing.
Corey. He now thinks it's got to the point where he knows that if I say you don't understand something, that'll set him off, which I do know that, but that's not why I've done this. You don't get it. I'm going to explain it to you, and you will get it, and then you'll be
Okay.
able to tell Corey why he's wrong. Because
Okay.
there's a reason this won't work, but you haven't touched on it yet.
Okay.
Here's what it is. You're saying if you take the Die Hard, if you take Yippee-Ki-Yay motherfucker out of it, if you take the blood out of it, it won't hit. And Corey's saying not as hard, but it would still hit more for me than these Pixar movies where at the end I got to learn some fucking lesson about
False.
Wally or whatever. We're going to save the environment or Inside Out. I'm dealing with my feelings. Instead of that, make it a kids movie, but with no lesson, just fun. That way, I enjoy it more than this dumb shit where I'm watching Pixar and they're trying to teach me some moral. I don't want that. I just want to have fun.
There's plenty of like dumbass, no lessons learned kids movies that are made, and they like
that is true.
They don't hit for people.
They don't. He's right about that.
And I'm just the idea.
Are they Pixarted though?
The idea that Die Hard,
let's get Pixarted.
That Die Hard, but Pixarted. Die Hard, but Pixarted. That's like, okay, no, it won't hit for me as hard as Die Hard, but it'll hit for me harder than these Pixar movies I'm having to watch all the time. No, it won't. That's what I'm saying.
Those movies hit for me, but there's only so many of them. They're running out. There's not as many of them.
They are harder to
make more.
It is harder to make a great Pixar movie than it is to just redo something like that.
That's right. They've already got.
I know
the
that's why Hollywood does reboots and shit all the time, and those piss people off. Like,
yeah, but they go see them. Piss who off? People on the internet. They don't piss off the box office.
Which ones? What are you talking about? Many
every
of them
year,
fail all the time.
Well, of course, many of them fail, but like year after year, the top 10 most money making were like reboots or sequels or fucking all that shit. Is that what you're talking about?
Like sequels and franchise movies and continuations and stuff, right? Like they do.
Yeah, you're right.
RoboCop and Total Recall. Those don't ever hit.
Yeah. Can I just say?
Imagine those are PG rated and they're Pixar-fied.
Can I just say that I've despised that we've let them get away with saying franchise when they just mean another goddamn sequel?
Right. Yeah. You got.
They're not the fucking Dallas Mavericks. Suck my dick. I'm so tired of comic book movies.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I don't blame you for being tired of them. I mean, I think.
No, me either. Like, I was actually thinking yesterday, like, Bane loves so many things that I love. And I was like, oh, he's 3. Maybe it would take us a while, but maybe we should do a Marvel watch and we'll watch all of them in a row or whatever. And I was like, I can't do that right now. Used to, it was so easy for me to want to do that. But like, yeah, man, I'm yearning for big things that don't have shit to do with spandex. Except for Batman 2, can't fucking wait.
I did that. I did literally exactly that with my boys, but that was around the time of Endgame.
When it was hitting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you could just do that. Like, I would recommend you just do that.
I could.
Just go up to Endgame and then just stop.
I think you should show him Jonathan Waters flicks.
Hold on.
That's what my dad did.
Exactly.
I was gonna stop it.
Trae turned out he's only got one problem, which is when people think he can't understand something, he gets mad.
Yeah.
I was gonna stop. You're saying
okay.
I just can't even bring myself to revisit it right now because it's like the ghost of I don't know. I just don't want to waste my time on I've wasted so much time on
That's how a lot of people feel about Game of Thrones, I think, right? Once they found out.
Yeah, but that's new one hit so hard.
No, I know, but that ain't what I mean. Literally, the show Game of Thrones. Like,
oh yeah.
So when I rewatched it, it's so funny how it got me all over again because I rewatched it and I didn't want to rewatch it because I was like, I know it ends up not hitting for me, but Katie wanted to rewatch it, so we rewatch it. It sucked me in so hard. I was like, this, God damn it, this show fucking rules,
unbelievable.
And then it like pissed me off all over again too, even though I knew it was coming. We still rewatched those and I still got mad about them all over again. And now I'm back in the exact same spot. I don't want to rewatch it again for that reason. But if I ever do, I know the same thing will play out all over again.
If I ever rewatch that, it's just random episodes at a time now. Like I don't, because I'm the same way, but like every now and then I'll be like, you know what? I want to watch the Battle of the Bastards. That's a fine standalone thing. I'm treating it like a movie, but yeah, I hear you. I mean, like I rewatched Lost. What an idiot. Why would I, you know what I mean? Why?
You like
what
being edged? Is that
apparently? Yeah, I did have my wife choke me during the finale, so maybe there's something.
I think there's someone in this house and there shouldn't be. What the fuck was that?
I had that earlier. I thought there was a fleet of cats being raped just to my left, but it was just I was listening to an audiobook, Revenge of the Sith novelization, and it was just pod bay doors opening and closing, and to me that sounded like cats being raped. And I got scared.
So they made Revenge of the Sith into a book, and then 2 hours later, you were like, they should make these films into Pixar movies. That's hilarious.
Oh, no, I had this Pixar idea long before I started this book, for the record. I just like novelizations. You get to know more, you get to go in depth about the characters, see the things that were cut. I just enjoy them.
Yeah, I like novels. I know that makes me sound like a dick in response to that. I
I
just
like
don't
nov-
understand
I
if
like
you're going to go
novels
through the
too.
process of reading something that's complicated with detailed characters. Why not get some new? I'm genuinely like, why not get some new ones?
I do read novels though. I read a
believe
lot.
you. I know you read a lot. I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
can't. I don't understand franchises
Because
I hate it. I hate a franchise. I hate the idea of a franchise. Just fucking
get-
make
hey,
something
fair.
new.
Fair. But I've never read this one, and it's good. I got to learn about Count Dooku's motivations. Turns out he wasn't really that bad of a guy, Drew. He believed in the separation of church and state, and that's why he left the Jedi Order. That's interesting to know that. I'm glad. Makes me understand and empathize with Count Dooku more, and I need that with my characters.
Mm-hmm. You know what I need? I need people to come see me on the road, guys. I'll be in Chicago this weekend, and then Denver after that, Steamboat Springs.
What? That's a place?
I know, and apparently it's a swinger haven. Not
Hell
swinging.
yeah.
That's what Drew told me, and he would know. I trust him in terms of swinging.
Come on
stuff.
What I
down to
said
Steamboat
is,
Springs.
when you're in Denver, if someone's doing local heat and they say something about people being freaky or swingers, it's always like if someone is like, God damn, I'm about to fuck this couple. Are y'all from Steamboat Springs? It's like a known thing.
There's
I'll be
no
there.
way
I've
Steamboat
never been to
Springs
Steamboat
isn't.
Springs.
Is it off Route 66 by chance? Because it sounds like it has
does
to
sound
be.
like that. You're right, but it's it's a ski town with hot springs, and people go there and fuck each other's butts and stuff. But I'm not doing any of that. I'll just be telling my silly jokes anyway. So check me out there, and also Burlington and Wisconsin, and a bunch of other places in the near future. All at TraeCrowder.com, please, gentlemen.
I will be coming up. I'm going to be in New Orleans as part of the Tornado Street Comedy Festival down there at Sports Drink and a few other places. That is like March 19th weekend. The weekend after that, I'll be in Denver at the Denver Comedy Lounge. I have found out that I'm not on their website, and I'm not going to be. They're like, it's fine. So I am headlining all their shows, but it just says that there's a comedy show at the Denver Comedy Lounge. So if you're writing me like, which show is it? All of them.
That's dumb.
All the shows from that weekend. I guess I feel like in my heart now, it's not on me to sell these tickets if you don't even want to tell people.
Of course not.
It absolutely isn't.
Fuck that shit, man. I mean, go see our boy. But
obviously, you always want people to show up just because it makes the show hit harder. But
Sure,
but it definitely ain't.
I mean, I don't want to come off like I'm mad. The part of me was like, oh, okay, cool. I guess it's like
No, I'm
featuring, but
mad for you.
I think that. Oh, and then I got Bristol, April 18th, I think. And then I am going to be part of the Nashville Comedy Festival. I don't know what all shows I'm going to be on, though. But I'll let y'all know. That's also in April.
Hey, everybody. CoreyWritesForYou.com. That is where I keep my weekly diaries and rants and whatnot. It's my Substack, CoreyWritesForYou.com. I'll also be in Asheville on March 12th at the Eulogy. And March 29th, I'll be in Atlanta at the Punchline. And but I won't be anywhere after that. And don't ask. My wife wants to go to Florida, and fuck. So just CoreyWritesForYou.com. That'd make me real happy. Thank you all for listening to the WellRED Show. We'd love to stick around longer, but we got to go. Tune in next week if you got nothing to do. Thank you. God bless you. Good night, and Drew. I was thinking Drew because Drew is our winner of the episode today. First ever winner. Give it up.
Insurmountable.
Fart.
But
Bye, Trae.
Sore loser, dude.
Yeah.
What a fucking
hell yeah, I'm leaving that.
Two rednecks, but we're still fancy, putting on airs. We might not know much about history, we don't care. We gon' get drunk and we talk about yachts. We gon' get drunk and we gon' talk a lot. Dress real fancy, sit in our chairs, sip on our tea, putting on airs. We collected from our love of Downton Abbey. We collected, we found out we're both so fancy. Hey, what's the difference between rednecks and royal families? Only money, cause they both have sex with family. Ew. Putting on airs. What other rednecks to talk about foreign affairs? Laughing so hard that we end up falling out our chairs. Sir Trae, Sir Corey, oh what a pair. High class topics with a redneck flair, oh yeah. Two rednecks but we're still fancy, putting on airs. We might not know much about history, we don't care. We gon' get drunk and we talk about yachts. We We gon' get drunk and we gon' talk a lot. Dress real fancy, sit in our chairs, sip on our tea, putting on airs. Two rednecks, but we're still fancy, putting on airs. We might not know much about history, we don't care. We gon' get drunk and we talk about yachts. We gon' get drunk and we gon' talk a lot. Dress real fancy, sit in our chairs, sip on our tea, putting on airs. Okay, it's Team Squirrel up Team Trae. Oh yeah, we keeping it basic. He thinks that the squirrels at Corey's mom's house are racist. And you know squirrels live in the same place for generations. So Trae, you better count your days and you better count your blessings. Cause all the squirrels that you ran over, that you think are nameless, faceless, their families are getting together and plotting on you from the attic and basement. So even though Corey is dumb, fat, and bald, he knows how to avoid drama, don't get squirrels involved. Two rednecks, but we're still fancy, putting on airs. We might not know much about history, we don't care. We gon' get drunk and we talk about yachts. We gon' get drunk and we gon' talk a lot. Dress real fancy, sit in our chairs, sip on our tea, putting on airs. Two rednecks, but we're still fancy, putting on airs. We might not know much about history, we don't care. We gon' get drunk and we talk about yachts. We gon' get drunk and we gon' talk a lot. Dress real fancy, sit in our chairs, sip on our tea, putting on airs.